Hello, what is up guys? Welcome back to my new video. Today I'm talking about why Forza Horizon is still the best Horizon game after 13 years later. So, there's still a lot of reasons why this game still holds up today in 2025. So, one of the reasons why this game is so good is because of the career mode. The career mode in this game is so good because like in the campaign you had actual progress, like you actually start with a bad card first, but then you actually had to progress, and it made it fun because you slowly had to upgrade to newer cars, and that is what made fun. You actually had progress, and that is what made this campaign very fun. What also made it fun for me personally, where the map wasn't like overwhelmed. You knew what you need to do. All you had was like bunch of races, showcases, and there are a lot of unique types of races, and that is why I really like about the campaign. And also the game had storylines that were kind of interesting, but they were kind of lacking. So, but overall, the campaign mode was so good. Next one to talk about is the map. So the map in this game is actually kind of good for its time. Not as good as like modern Forza games, but it is kind of a bit small, but it is good because it takes place at the state of Colorado, and the map you have a lot of actual showcases. Like you have beautiful mountains that are snowy and forests. You also have desert like areas and bunch of like little small towns, and you have like unique areas that are fun for like online matches and that were unique, and that is what I really like about this game. So moving on from the map, now we're gonna talk about the cars. To be honest, the cars in this game are actually really good. So the cars made sense because if you look at the car list, it's not a bunch as newer Forza games, but you still like every car you had actually mattered. And what made fun is like you each car you would have to like upgrade to like finish levels, and that is what I really like about the car selection. And also a lot of the cars in the game you also had to a lot of the cars you couldn't just purchase. You had to either like beat some of the bosses to even get them, which was really rewarding. And if you got it like new cars from like got bosses, it actually rewarded you. So that is what I really like about this game. And overall, this campaign is really good. And I do wish Martin Forza would do this, but overall, this game is still really fun to play, especially if you never played it for the first time. It's such a fun game, but it is still a fun campaign to this day. Okay, we're gonna move on to the multiplayer now. So, to be honest, what makes multiplayer and single player fun is because the UI is separate. It's not like clustered into a map, which actually makes it overwhelming. But this game it's separate, so that is what Forza should do. If you're watching this, Forza, you should do this, please. But anyway, moving to the multiplayer. So, the multiplayer in this game in 2025, unfortunately, is pretty much kind of dead now. I mean, you might find some lobbies, but a lot of the game modes are pretty dead. Like, you couldn't find much game modes, and you could find some lobbies, but a lot of the times the matchmaking is pretty broken, to be honest, and it doesn't make it fun. So, that is one thing I don't like about the game. And even if you could find a lobby, it's still not really active because a lot of the times you're doing like a free roam lobby, and like a bunch of these people are just AFK, just like on pause mode, not playing, which kind of makes it boring. And since the player base is low, like you couldn't have too much fun. They're like some random people that are weird, but overall it is really fun because in this game you had so many good game modes. Like you had Infected, which made it very fun for me personally, and I really like Infected because, and you also had many other modes. Yeah, and this mode is worth it because it was actually fun, and you could like host how you want, like what maps you want. And I do wish Martin Forza had this, and it is still a lot of fun to this day. If you could find players, it is still a lot of fun. But because of the broken servers and and the slow player counts, it makes it way harder to play today. But overall, the multiplayer is very good because you had this custom games list, and it made it so much fun. And a lot of the game modes are actually also really good. Street race is fun, circuit race is fun, free roam is fun only if you have like a group of players who actually know who to play with. But overall, I'd say the multiplayer, it's probably the best in the series, and I do wish Microsoft would like do this stuff in modern games, but fortunately they won't do that. But that's it for the multiplayer. Alright, so these are my thoughts about this game, and this is why I think Forza Horizon is still the best Horizon game in the franchise. Unfortunately, I can't talk about the DLC because I've never played it, but what I can say is that this game is still very good in 2025. Despite the multiplayer's like problems like the matchmaking and server issues, it's still a lot of fun to this day, especially the campaign. If you never played it, you definitely should. But yeah, this game is definitely still worth it in 2025, even for the online, because sometimes I'll play that. But yeah, but overall, this game, it's still really fun. And this game, if you're looking to play this game, it is backwards compatible, so you could play if you have like an Xbox One or the Series X. So if you could get this copy for like pretty cheap and play it. But yeah, overall, this game is really good. Let me know if I should do other videos like this. Let me know if I should do stuff like this. Comments down below. Thank you for watching, and peace out, guys.